Perfect.
Hallo, willkommen.
Hey guys, how's it going? So I've had a lot of people ask me questions recently, and it's kind of been the same question, just kind of being repetitive. So I kind of thought, taking the opportunity, why not just do a video and just answer the question for everybody? A lot of people have been asking me, what should I be worried about, or what are things that I should do, or how should I prepare myself before I go to Germany? So I figured I'd just sit down, just knock it all out at once. And this is basically just a couple things I guess you should know before you take a trip to Germany. All right, so the first one might be kind of straightforward, but learn some German. I'm not saying become fluent. I'm not saying be able to have a conversation. I'm just saying in the sense of just like the simple stuff, like hello, bye, thank you, please, the simple stuff like that. Just being able to throw stuff out. Most Germans can speak English. A lot of them are able to speak some kind of English. They have to learn it in school. So you're able to get around to a certain point, or you're able to get around a good amount, not having to speak fluent German. But they know their language is hard, so putting in that extra time just to kind of know some of the words to get around, and or to thank them in their own language, they appreciate that kind of stuff. You know, it's something really simple. Again, don't get too fast, don't get crazy with it. You know, I'm not saying you got to tackle Duolingo all in one night, but you know, just simple stuff. Kind of embrace yourself in the culture a little bit more. It feels kind of cool to be able to communicate in the language of the country you're in, and so and they always appreciate it. So, all right, number two, and some of you guys that reached out and asked me some of this stuff already. It's one of the first things I said. Cash. Cash is very important if you're going to Germany. The first time I went over there, I almost didn't get cash. I would have went over there and got charged a whole lot trying to use my card in different places. So taking cash is a big thing. Yes, it's really kind of weird carrying around a whole lot of cash. A lot of time I just left it in my bag, back at the hotel room or back at the house, whatever. And just kind of take what I needed based on what trip or where we were going. You can't really do it with cards. It's just not, you can talk to your bank. I know there's some banks that, might team up with some of the banks over there where, the fees aren't that much, or, you can use your card over there and take out cash. They don't charge you really to do the exchange rate or anything like that. But trust me, it's just a lot easier just to get it all in cash. But yeah, cash and coins, carry them around. Cards don't work as well over there. All right, the next one is Sunday, the day Sunday. Sunday, according to biblical terms, the day of rest. So Germany takes that very seriously. Sunday, there's almost nothing open. Some restaurants will be open. You can kind of get around like on the trains and stuff on a Sunday. But as of like shops, like grocery stores, like drink stores, of course like banks like it is in the United States stuff, like none of that stuff is open. So on Sundays, don't expect to do anything, literally nothing. That includes lawn work or working in the garage, or like I know a lot of times here, I remember growing up, Sundays was like go mow the lawn days. Or Sundays were let's go work in the garden days, stuff like that. No power tools. There's a couple times where I was messing with stuff or working on stuff around the house and stuff, keep myself busy while I was over there, and I need to use power tools for stuff. And Yanni's mom was like, no, like people are gonna get mad. It's Sunday, like you're supposed to be quiet. Like it's supposed to be a day of rest. You're not supposed to make noise. You're not supposed to, you can't mow the lawn too loud. People don't want to hear that. They'll complain, especially in the smaller towns and stuff. So really Sunday, sit back and relax, watch TV, enjoy a beer, barbecue, spend time with the family. Like that's literally what it's for. And like no work, no noise, no going to the store. Like it's meant to just be a day of relaxation. So yeah, Sundays off limits. Can't do anything on Sundays. The next one is restaurants, just in general. So I'll go into like restaurants in themselves and then like actually paying. So the first thing with that is restaurants over there are a little different. I work in a restaurant, so I know serving wise, you go check on the table, how you doing, give them the menus, give them some time to look at it, come back every couple minutes, making sure they're doing okay, how's everything taste, you need more of this, whatever. Not like that in Germany. The best thing I could tell you to do in Germany is you get to a restaurant, you're gonna sit down, they're gonna greet you, and they're gonna give you a menu. Immediately look at that menu and figure out what you wanna drink and what you wanna eat. Because the person's gonna come back and they're gonna be like, what can I get you? Either order, or you're gonna wait a decent amount of time before that person comes back again.
Well, we're waiting.
And I noticed that the first couple times, and I never really understood the first times why Yanni was like, come on, like, what do you want to drink? Like, whatever. And I'm just like, just give me a second. And she's just like, what the hell? And after a while I realized, well, the give me a second turned into like, give me like 10 or 15 minutes. And then they came back and I'm just like, okay, we're all ready, like let's just order all of our stuff. So they're gonna do their job, they do it right. The service is always great. It's just different on how they do their service there, just based on how things operate. So you get into a restaurant, you get a menu, check everything out and order before that person comes back. Otherwise you might be waiting a little bit longer and wondering, you know, where they went off to. In addition to that, heavy tipping isn't as important, I guess, so to speak. Waiting tables is like an actual legitimate profession, like a legitimate job. You get benefits, you get paid a wage. You don't live off tips like they do in the United States.
You mind if I get a big tip?
That is a no-go on the Tipperoo jar.
Of course, tip. This doesn't mean don't tip them at all, but since they get paid on a an hourly wage type deal, they don't have to live off their tips like people do in the United States. So a lot of times what we would do, or what I would suggest to do from Yanni and others, is let's say your total is like $18.50, just round it up to like 20. All right, €2 to €5 a lot of time, depending of course on the amount. Kind of funny, I remember one time we ordered a pizza and the pizza guy came in and dropped off the pizza. And I was like, how much do I tip him? And he's like, it was one of the first times I think I ordered food when I got there. And she was like, just like leave him like €1 or 2 or something. I don't know. And I was like, well, €1 or 2? I was like, that's not a lot, thinking about how it is here. So I gave him like a 5, and the dude was just like, he was like, whoa, like thanks, and he kind of walked off with a smile. And I was just like, I just made that dude's day. And then Yanni kind of explained the whole thing to me. So yeah. So again, tip. I'm not saying don't tip. Tip. You just don't have to tip the 20% or what is regularly expected or hoped for here at a restaurant, since they do get paid a regular wage with benefits and stuff like that. All right, and the last one, it's kind of common sense, I figured, so that's why it kind of came in last, but I figured I'd mention it just in case. It's the plugs. Plugs are different. I only have one little converter thing that I brought over all the times I've been, so I kind of have to like rotate it between like charging the camera or charging my computer or charging my phone, and it kind of be a pain. It's good to bring over more than just one converter. So like this is the one that I got. I think this thing was only like 15 bucks. It's got like a USB on top, so you can put in your regular deals through that guy to the front side, and then on this side it's got like a bunch of different ones. So like that's German, and then got Australia, UK, I guess even the United States even has that one on here. So I think it's kind of weird if you buy it in the United States, like why would you need that? So most of Europe is gonna use this guy, just two little deals. So you put yours in this side, this goes in the wall, it lights up like blue or something, you're ready to go. But I would bring one, at least one. I don't know necessarily where you would buy one if you were over there. I didn't have to look for it. So in the US, look on Amazon or run to your nearest Best Buy or Walmart or something. I'm sure all those places have that. I know Amazon has a decent amount, but simple thing you'd think of, but sometimes, with all the stuff you're trying to get situated for a big trip, it might might slip your mind. So don't forget, get some kind of converter, otherwise you're gonna be stuck over there looking for one. All right, so just some simple stuff, just kind of put on a checklist of things to know before you head out over there. Other than that, get ready for a long trip and hope you enjoy your time over there. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy it. New videos every week, doing the same thing. Go ahead and subscribe and like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to know when I'm putting new stuff out. That way it kind of sends you a deal saying when I drop a video, so that way you can kind of follow up on it. The channel also now has an Instagram page, an official Instagram page for the channel. So all the pictures of like the trips that we took before I started the channel, of some of the trips that you've seen through the videos, and then some that just us driving around and doing other stuff. That's all the kind of stuff I'm posting on there. In addition to like channel updates and when videos were posted and thanking you guys for views and comments, stuff like that. So it's all done on there. So go ahead and follow us on that guy. I post stuff daily. So I got a whole bunch of pictures between all the trips. So I'm just kind of throwing them all out there. So go ahead and check that out. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.